The arena fell silent as two legends stepped into the octagon that humid August evening in Singapore. Tonight, we would witness something extraordinary, a clash between Hollywood's most authentic martial artist and China's living legend. Jason Scott Lee emerged first, his Hawaiian Chinese heritage evident in his fluid movements as he shadowboxed near the entrance. At 6 feet tall with a lean, muscular frame honed through decades of authentic kung fu training, Lee carried himself with the quiet confidence of someone who had never relied on stunt doubles. His journey from the beaches of Hawaii to portraying Bruce Lee in Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, wasn't just acting, it was destiny manifesting through flesh and bone.
Lee's fighting style represented a beautiful fusion of traditional kung fu with modern practicality. Having trained extensively in Junfan Kung Fu under Bruce Lee's original students, his technique possessed that rare quality of looking effortless while being devastatingly effective. His weakness, however, might be his emotional connection to the art. Sometimes passion overrides strategy in the heat of battle.
Then came Jet Li, and the energy in the arena shifted palpably. The 40-year-old former Wushu champion moved like liquid mercury, each step calculated and precise. Standing slightly shorter at 5'8", Li's compact frame concealed explosive power that had made him a 5-time national Wushu champion before his 18th birthday. This wasn't just another movie star. This was a man who had dedicated his entire existence to perfecting the art of combat.
Li's approach was methodical, almost surgical in its precision. His background in competitive wushu gave him an edge in technical execution that few could match. Every technique flowed into the next with mechanical perfection, like watching a master calligrapher write poetry in motion. But that same technical perfection could be his Achilles heel. Sometimes real fighting requires abandoning perfect form for practical survival.
The bell rang, and both fighters began circling each other with the cautious respect of apex predators. Lee opened with a series of probing jabs, testing Lee's defensive reflexes. The Chinese master responded with lightning-fast footwork, sliding just outside Lee's range while launching precise counterstrikes that barely missed their mark. Round 1 belonged to neither fighter. Lee's aggressive forward pressure met Lee's defensive mastery in a chess match played at breakneck speed. The crowd watched mesmerized as Lee's emotional intensity clashed against Lee's ice-cold calculation. Every exchange brought gasps from the audience. These weren't actors playing fighters, these were martial artists expressing their souls through combat. The second round saw Lee adapting his strategy. Drawing from his Bruce Lee training, he began incorporating more unpredictable angles, attacking from positions that traditional wushu hadn't prepared Lee for. A devastating hook kick caught Lee's ribs, the first significant contact of the night. The sound echoed through the arena like a gunshot. But Li's championship mentality kicked in during round 3. He weathered Lee's emotional storm and began picking apart his opponent's defense with surgical precision. A beautiful spinning back fist grazed Lee's temple, followed by a lightning-fast combination that had the Hawaiian Chinese fighter backing toward the cage wall. The momentum was shifting, and everyone could feel it. Round 4 brought the turning point that would define this legendary encounter. Lee, perhaps sensing the fight slipping away, abandoned his measured approach and unleashed the full fury of his training. He pressed forward with relentless intensity, throwing combinations that would have overwhelmed lesser opponents. Lee found himself in unfamiliar territory, not just defending, but genuinely struggling to contain Lee's passionate assault. The decisive moment came 30 seconds before the round's end. Lee landed a perfectly timed uppercut that snapped Lee's head back, followed immediately by a knee strike to the body. For the first time all night, the Wushu master looked human, vulnerable. The crowd erupted as Lee pressed his advantage, landing clean shots that had Lee covering up defensively. The final round began with Lee showing the heart of a champion. Despite taking punishment in round 4, he came out moving with renewed purpose. His footwork became even more elusive, his counters more precise. Lee, perhaps having expended too much energy in his previous round explosion, began showing signs of fatigue. With 2 minutes remaining, Lee found his opening. A perfectly executed spinning heel kick caught Lee flush on the jaw, sending him stumbling backward. The Hawaiian fighter's legs went weak for just a moment, long enough for Lee to close the distance and unleash a devastating combination to the body and head. Lee crumpled to the canvas as the referee rushed in. In that moment of silence before the official announcements, 30,000 fans held their breath. When Lee raised his arms in victory, the arena exploded in appreciation for both warriors. Jet Li won this epic encounter through superior conditioning and championship experience. While Lee's passion and authentic technique gave him moments of brilliance, Lee's years of competitive fighting taught him how to weather storms and find victory in the deepest waters. His ability to absorb punishment, adapt mid-fight, and maintain technical precision under extreme pressure ultimately proved the difference. This wasn't just a victory for Lee, it was a testament to what happens when two authentic martial artists, not mere movie stars, meet in honest combat. Both men earned something more valuable than victory that night. They earned immortality in the hearts of everyone who witnessed greatness collide with greatness under the Singapore lights.